Hi there, I'm Ingrid Hahn. This is episode 4 of Historical Romance Appreciation. I hope I get this right this time. I've recorded this like 5 times. I would like to start briefly by saying if this face and this outfit doesn't convince you to give Poldark a shot, I have written 9 reasons why you should try it. There are no spoilers. That's on the Ever After Romance blog. If you Google Ingrid Hahn Poldark, it's the first result. You should look it up. The date of the blog is July 13th, 2017. I'll be putting this post up, this video up, around July 22nd, 2017. So it should be easy to find. I did finish some books this week. I want to happily report that I finished my Daughters of the Roaring Twenties book. This is the second in the series. I haven't read the first because I used to read things in order, but now I just grab things and run. This is by Laurie Robinson. Very enjoyable. I have my reviews up on Amazon and Goodreads. My Goodreads, like I said last time, needs attention. I hope to get it all fixed by the end of the year. It's not going to take me long once I do it. I don't have that time. I have to read, I have to write. I've got a child. Very busy, active child. And today I hope to finish this one. I'm almost done. I almost finished it last night after I finished this one. But if I'm alone by myself until Thursday, my husband's traveling for work, and if I screw myself on sleep during the week when he's gone, I have no help. I have no family in the area. No. I am surviving this time alone with my child with lots of tea. Lots and lots and lots of tea. I finished it. I don't think I've ever said the name or the title. It's Her Hot Highland Duck by Annie O'Neill. Very enjoyable. I'm going to talk about it in a different episode because I think I'm running short on time in this one. Like I said in the last video, I wanted to talk about unusual historicals. I'll preface this by saying I absolutely love Regency. I write Regency. I think it's a very interesting time. Women are a little more liberated, have a little bit more freedom than in the Victorian era, and it seems a little more bright and fun than the darker, grittier, earlier Georgian time, although that could be a product of my reading Elizabeth Hoyt like a fiend. She's amazing. Okay, so some of these books I pick are Regency or Victorian, and some of these books aren't. I'm going to start with this one, because I mentioned this in the last one. Elizabeth Boyle, Memoirs of a Scandalous Red Dress. I'm not sure if I got the title 100% last time. This is book number 5 in a series of 8.5. I do recommend you read some of the earlier books before you read this one. Pippa and her pirates show up, you get hints, you're not sure what's going on. It'll make this story so much more enjoyable because you'll be like, okay, what's going to happen with Pippin? What's going to happen with Pippin? Did I say Pippa earlier? It's Pippin. Philippa, Pippin. This book is different because it cuts back and forth to Regency times and early Victorian times. She does not get her happily ever after as a very young woman. That is so cool. This works so well. Some conventional wisdom of writing says you can't do flashbacks. I'm not sure why, because when they work, they really, really work. I almost did not buy this book. I kept seeing it everywhere at Borders, back in the days of Borders. And I thought something, I can't really see it right here because of the light, but something about the sleeve detail and her hair made it look medieval to me. And that wasn't really something I was interested in at the time. And I didn't read the back cover copy. This was back when she had only 2 books out. If you're writing a book, you have never read Sherry Thomas, maybe don't read it while you're writing because you'll doubt yourself so much. She's amazing. Her voice is incredible. Okay, I just brought her up because I wanted the back and forth thing is very interesting. Another older hero and heroine. Obviously, the Signet is not available anymore, but you can get this book electronically on Kindle. It's been reissued by Janet Mullaney, and it is very good. I think she got a Golden Heart nomination for this. Don't quote me on that. She's my friend. I love her, but I don't remember. I didn't know her back in the Golden Heart days. Let's see. The dedication on the new e-copy is hilarious. She says something like, "For my father, who read this book and then said he was too embarrassed to put it in the church rummage sale." Really good. Next book is not Regency at all. Jade Lee the Concubine. Why are there not a dozen, 2 dozen more of this book pretty much exactly like this? I loved it. I was looking for blazes, just reading a whole bunch of them at the time, getting familiar with the line, and I found this one. This is not like anything else in the Blaze line, so, which is a shame. It's really good. It's 1851, Imperial China. It's The Bachelorette, which I've never watched, not even one episode of, but it's The Bachelorette at the Emperor's Palace. The heroine goes to win honor for her family by being selected. She has to do a competition, but she wants to be selected. But the Emperor's best friend is super gorgeous, super attractive, and right up until the end, I wasn't exactly sure how it was going to play out, which is unusual. But she pulled it off. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Last weekend, we did go to the used bookstore that I was talking about. The name of the place is Richard McKay. It is in Manassas, Virginia. It's so much fun. Whew, love that place. It's a full hour drive, one way, without traffic, from my house to the bookstore. My husband and I go with some regularity. Can't go every week. Shouldn't go every week. Kind of like to go every week. I found this, Deborah John's The Lion of Venice. I just saw Venice on the shelf and I had to have it. I also bought just random old stuff. The Rogue Seduction, Georgina Devon. There was something about abduction on the back cover copy of that one. So I found this one too, Abducting Amy. I was like, maybe it'll just be an abduction themed trip. This one, The Defiant Mistress, City of Flames, Claire Thornton. I bought this one because of one word on the side. Restoration. You cannot talk about unusual historicals without talking about Beverley Jenkins. She was writing different romances long before it was mainstreamed. Avon picked her up, I don't know when. The amount of research that goes into this woman's books. I don't know how she has time to write. Okay, quick housekeeping thing. I am enjoying doing these videos immensely. I am planning on doing a series of 10, taking a break, and then doing a second series of 10. So right now it's July, and that means that the second series would start around October. Now, I'm not a huge Halloween person, but October lends itself very well to books. Now I'm choosing some historical fiction, choosing some, I think, fantasy, some more paranormal romance, and then, of course, historical romance. That's going to be the spotlight. So I'm going to give you a tiny preview of some things that I've picked out. Not right now, but soon. What I plan on doing is picking out some books, telling you what they are. You can read some if you like. Join the discussion with me on Goodreads or on Twitter. Always open to talking about books. This does not have an expiration date. If you're watching this video in July of next year and you're like, I read that book and I need somebody to talk about it with, please tweet me. Find me on Goodreads or Facebook. Go ahead. I can tell you right now that I picked out way more books than I can ever read, even if I did not have a job and did not have a child. I will do my best. I'm going to have to pick and choose and make selections. I have picked things that are historical fiction and historical romance and paranormal romance and stuff like this that's just looks like an interesting book. This is Warrior by Marie Brennan. If you read fantasy, you might have seen some of the beautiful covers she has on a new series. This is a series of 2. I believe it was originally published as Doppelganger and Harlequin Nocturne, Brimstone Seduction by Barbara J. Hancock. This is one of the lines that Harlequin will soon be shutting down. Okay, historical fiction, Mistress of the Art of Death by Ariana Franklin. I don't know anything about this book. I didn't read the back cover copy. I don't know what time frame it is set in. I don't know anything about the author. I saw the title and sold. This one I'm really excited about. This is a series of 6, at least to this present time as I'm shooting this. I don't know if she's planning on more or not. I should stalk her a little and find out. Lady of Ashes by Christine Trent. Oh, thank you, Christine Trent, for writing these. Victorian Woman Undertaker. Sold. Happy reading. See you next time.